Yo, welcome to my... Nah, I'm just kidding. Alright, let's do this. I've been wanting to do this for a bit now, but I have been stuck in Purgatory, aka Elo Hell, aka Diamond. So I've been trying to climb out of the trenches. But now that we're finally climbed up a little bit, I want to make more of these. A lot of people have been asking for VOD reviews and just getting to explain kind of how I play the game and what I do inside the game. So I'm just gonna try to make it fairly fast. I really don't want to have like a 40-minute video on a 60-minute game, but I do want to go over some things. So typically here, when I'm walking up first, I'm trying to see a little bit what their team comp is, and that's based on what I'm going to do. So when I see the store, I already kind of understand that he's probably gonna look to dive, which means his supports will be pretty occupied with trying to keep him up, make sure he doesn't like get CC'd and die. So in a situation like this, instead of me going for brawling with the tanks right away, typically I'll try to get like an off angle. So I see here the supports, like everybody's just staring at their tank in the front line, and I get an easy pick on the supports. Honestly, this here was my fault. I could have easily lived there. I just messed up my portal a little bit, so that was not ideal. Unfortunately, I think even if I lived there, we're kind of already losing on the back end, and I don't think, even if I'm alive, I can recover the situation there. Now, this right here is something I really don't like because it's super hard to play as Magik. When your tanks are just sitting at the choke, it's really difficult for you to walk up first because you can insta-get CC'd and die, or just everybody will stare at you and get too tapped. So, in this situation, you could go for a flank, but the way I see this, they just cap points. If I go for a flank and die, then we basically need another reset, and they're getting at least 20 seconds for free on the point charge. We do waste a bit of time here just sitting around for a second, so that's definitely not ideal. Yeah, popping a lot of ults and everybody playing on height. I'm trying to challenge point because they're super distracted. And I drag their tank onto point with me, which separates their team. That's not always gonna work out, but my thought process here is they're popping ults on height, they're looking to fight my team. I can hop down on the point, and I can force at least somebody to come contest me. Otherwise, I just cap for free. So it's like a little bit of a mind game here. It's a little of a gamble because they could all just drop down and kill me instantly. But since they were so focused on fighting my team with ults, I kind of get away with it a little bit. My tanks are not on point, which is not good. I'm basically just trying to stall point. Here, I see them all grouped up in the back, so I'm just popping ult and trying to go in. Since there was so much pressure on Thor, I'm able to just go in on the backline with my ult and just kill everybody, basically. If they weren't in shambles already, this ult probably would have got shut down. But I tried to take advantage of the chaos a little bit. So sometimes taking advantage of chaos as Magik is super important. Here, I'm just looking for a little side peek. I think my team just already rolls them anyway. Yeah. They pop a Groot ult and Hella went crazy. Hella's my duo. He is a really good player. I basically do nothing. The Stagger Mantis was also really good in situations like that. Always try to get like an exit pick. It helps a lot. Here, I don't really want to fully fight this. I'm just basically separate them and trying to apply some pressure. Now, with this Hella fight, I think where I messed up is once I hit the charge and she goes bird form, I need to immediately go for the health pack because her getting the health pack is just like here. If I just walk straight forward and I hit the health pack, look at her HP. Like she dies in a hit or two. But I kind of went to the left side over here, which was not ideal, and that was probably the biggest mistake I made in this 1v1. In the moment, I probably didn't think about it, and I just let her get the health back for free. And also not having cooldowns for that 1v1 after I use my cooldowns and she gets the health back was just obviously not ideal. Tor is kind of throwing. I'm pretty sure he dies, yeah. See, dive tanks like that you can punish super hard with Magik. Especially if you DPS is going in with you and stuff like that. You can actually just do a lot of damage. Here I'm still just creating space, separating their team. This is pretty losable because Hella's in ult, and obviously we can't do too much about that. It's really hard to burn down a Hella ult fast. I did try to stall for as long as I could. We basically were looking for the cap there, and I'm just looking for people to go in on me, and I know I'm gonna die there, but we're already losing people. So we're in a situation where we're down players, and I'm just looking to make some extra time for the point. 11%, I mean, that's still great. The Groot didn't get to walk on point at all because I'm already there trying to brawl them in the corner. Yeah, honestly there, I'm not even sure what I do. I saw the Thor here, right? I see him here. But then I walk around the corner and he's already behind me, just like absolutely demolishing me. So I was just not ready for that damage, to be honest. Yeah, I think my team is winning on the back end here. I missed my E, which is really unfortunate because I could potentially kill that Hella. I wanted to ult here really bad, but it was looking super losable. And I also didn't realize my Loki was popping Hella ult, which is massive. If I ulted there, we probably win this a lot sooner. I try to go for a play here. I don't think I'm able to make anything happen. I kill one. I'm not sure how Hella doesn't die, I'm gonna be honest with you, but now here I come out of my ult and I just die. If I played this ultimate slightly better... Let's see here. 1, 2, portal, 1, portal here. I think I focus Mantis instead of Hella. I think I hit the Hella, I turn around, and I try to kill the Mantis. She's a much more valuable target. Wait, did she actually die? Okay, she didn't die, so yeah. Killing the Hella there is big, but if I kill the Mantis, that's even bigger because they're just down to support. Sure, Hella can like pick off people and kill them, but having one less support almost forces them to basically go for a reset. Ideally, I kill both there. I could probably position it a little bit better for my swing to hit both people and kill them both, but yeah. This guy's throwing, I don't know what he's doing. We are kind of up. Magneto's going crazy. And here we're just down to many people, getting absolutely decimated. I could have probably realized after we killed this guy that, hey, like, okay, now we're up, now we're even, I think, and now we're definitely down. And they actually capped it while it's midair, which is really unfortunate. Also, this is one of those games where I'm really trying to apply a lot of pressure on the tanks. Mainly because they have a Groot and a Thor, and they can just wall people off and just run them down. But if I'm in the front line, then I'm basically able to like I said, just apply that pressure and make sure that my team doesn't get super isolated. Now, this part here is super unfortunate. I want to make a quick side note. In a game like this, super fast-paced game, I really wish that I could customize my UI. And what I mean by that is, I wish I could get this bottom section and literally put it in the middle of my screen right here. Because as soon as I walk up to this guy, I obviously don't have cooldowns, and in the back of my mind, I know that I don't have cooldowns, but I'm so focused on killing him that I don't have time to look down. Like, if I look down, I could easily, like, mess up a melee and maybe he doesn't die or something like that. I know it's like a small niche thing, but it's, I don't know, to me it feels like it'd be pretty big value to just be able to see your cooldowns at all time versus having to, like, glance down at my screen. I do have Demon here. I'm not sure what I did. Okay, I did pop Demon, but I don't think Demon's hitting him. That's actually really bad, right? Because we probably win the game off of this. I portal, I summon my Demon too far back. So if I walked up just a little bit and I summon the Demon, this guy dies before... He probably dies before he gets the res off. So yeah, that was a minor misplay that I think potentially cost us the round here. Teammates are just fighting on the points, and then we cannot touch. Here, this is one of those points where it's kind of hard for me because I need my team to basically close this gap here. I'm getting annihilated from that range, so I'm just looking to drop on point. Thankfully, my Hela gets a pick here. I'm looking to put a pressure on the tanks. Like, you do a lot of damage to tanks, especially with Demon. So I'm just here basically forcing their tanks back super hard. Okay, Tor dead, 3 dead. We'll make sure that this person doesn't just res and lurk somewhere. And now here we're immediately taking space. We have point, we have picks, they're down. Get a nice little snipe, which is a really good stagger. Basically gives us another extra 10-15 seconds. By the time they respawn, well, okay, he gets the res off anyway, but still. Just small stuff like that. You always want to be making time any chance that you get. Here I'm looking for a flank angle. I force Mantis Suit. In a situation like this, as soon as you force Mantis Suit, you don't even go in. I have a really bad habit of me just swinging in the middle of 5 people during Mantis Suit or Luna Ult, but realistically, I'll eventually die before their Mantis Suit runs out. So I think they're in a situation like that, do not be like me, honestly. Just run away. Your ulti is not a waste because that's huge value to get such a big support ult just by popping your ult. So you go in, you swing once, and then you just leave whenever they pop one of their support ults. I don't know if that was our Groot, but that was a good wall to cut him off. Here I'm just looking to isolate, create more space. Hela's popping off. Looking for any staggers. And here we basically, I think we just hold them for the rest. I'm always applying pressure on these chokes. Like, throwing a demon on these chokes, it does a lot more damage than people think. Like, they never expect the burst. You can create a lot of space. Just demon this guy. If I had my charge, I would insta-charge him, make sure he's just sitting in the demon summon. Okay, Groot's dead. My Loki is popping off with Hela ults. And the rest is basically just clean up. Obviously, this game was, I don't want to say stomp because, you know, they played really well round 2. But overall, there is a lot of things to take away. I made quite a few mistakes. I think we could have won 2-0 based off round 2. I could have played round 2 definitely a little better. I had some really bad bets. And I could have probably helped my team close out this game without having the pressure of going into round 3 here. Yeah, team played well. I will say enemy team played well. They just couldn't find their pace in round 1 and 3. Outside of that, I don't think there's much else to go over. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them out, and I will get back to them as soon as I can. and I'm really looking forward to basically getting to do some more of these. Like I said, I've been just really focused on ranked, and it's been super difficult because Diamond is a very, very interesting elo. But now that I'm a little bit higher, I can actually focus more a little bit on content. And if you guys have any ideas on what you want to see or any recommendations, just drop a comment. And I am doing my best to get back to everybody as fast as I can. There is just a lot of stuff going on. Alright, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm out.